Mayor,
Okay.
and I have some sign-ups in the chamber. I have sign.
Okay. So
Let me
who
just-
you have?
Okay, Dr. James Smith.
Okay.
Can I take this off?
Oh, sure.
Dr. James Smith, 12759 South Highway 265, Prairie Grove, Arkansas. I've got the Fayetteville City Board of Health meeting minutes here. I just wanted to read a few things. This is September 22nd in the Fayetteville Board of Health meeting minutes. They said that Labor Day and 2 ball games haven't shown an increased number in the number of cases of COVID. And so sometimes there's, 200,000 people in town for a football game. And when we have 200,000 people, we don't see an increase in case. What more proof do you need that masks aren't necessary? The other thing that the Board of Health meeting minutes said was that reports show from other countries that after 8 weeks, the Delta variant dies out. This is not my words. These are from the Fayetteville Board of Health. From the Fayetteville Board of Health meeting minutes on October the 13th, they're talking about basing their getting rid of the mask mandate on the percentage of vaccinated people, not on that 30 number. They also discussed changing the number from 30 down to 20 to 25. So it appears that they're willing to have a sliding scale when it comes to getting rid of the mask requirements. That doesn't make me feel good, because who could say, down the road that they'll make it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're following their recommendation, and so that's a little bit of a dangerous thing. The meeting minutes also said that outdoors people should be wearing masks, and I'll show you why that's important that they said that. Okay, so 43% of the city of Fayetteville is vaccinated, and that was from the most recent Fayetteville Board of Health meeting minutes on the 10th. It's a pretty low vaccination rate. It's much lower than Washington County, which has a 58.1% vaccination rate. It would appear that the citizens in Fayetteville kind of go against the rest of the state, and I think that applies for masks as well. I wanted to show you a few pictures that I've got here that relate to the mask. So this is a picture of Dr. Marty Sharkey. She was at a health panel meeting. The doctors at the health panel were sitting less than 6 feet apart. They weren't wearing masks, and they were sitting in front of a sign that was indicating that they should be 6 feet apart and that they should be wearing masks. So she was in violation of her own recommendations. Here's a couple of doctors that were there, both of them sitting within 6 feet of one another. Another couple doctors that were at that panel meeting. Here's the host with those doctors not sitting 6 feet apart. And the signs are behind them showing that you're supposed to be 6 feet apart and wearing masks. They weren't doing it. 2 other doctors at that event. Here's the superintendent of the Fayetteville School District at a groundbreaking where he wasn't wearing a mask, surrounded by people less than 6 feet apart. Here are city employees from Fayetteville standing less than 6 feet apart, not wearing masks. Here are children from the Fayetteville Public School sitting right next to each other and not wearing masks in violation of the city ordinance. Here are children at the Fayetteville Public Library sitting less than 6 feet apart, not wearing masks in violation of the ordinance. More city employees standing less than 6 feet apart, not wearing masks in a public setting. That was on November the 9th. Here are pictures from the Roots Festival. Many people in a crowded setting, nobody wearing masks. And apparently because they're sitting down and they've got food and drink that the virus can't get to them. A couple Fayetteville police officers at that same festival, less than 6 feet apart, not wearing masks, not socially distanced. So it was a marathon that the city recently hosted on October the 30th. And a lot of people there, nobody wearing masks, nobody socially distanced. Here's a picture of Sonia Gutierrez at an event, Walton Arts Center on September the 30th, not wearing masks. I know Walton Arts Center has a mask requirement when you're inside their facility. Here's another picture from Ms. Gutierrez, I guess a family get-together. Lots of people indoors, not socially distanced, not wearing masks. Picture of Ms. Gutierrez at the Walton Performing Arts Center on September the 30th, not socially distanced, not wearing masks.
Okay, Dr.
Here's
Steve,
a picture of Mayor on October the 30th, standing outside, less than 6 feet apart, not wearing masks, not
time's
socially
up.
distanced.
Your time is up. You have 5 minutes.
Okay,
Your time is
so-
up.
I'm just saying, if you're going to make a mask ordinance,
Your time is up.
follow the
Excuse-
mask ordinance.
Shut off the microphone, please. All right. Who else would like to address us?
Eddie Tisnato.